I was taught by the giants. You know, I saw what happened to Bird from lack of acceptance. I saw what happened to Billy and all those great, great musicians, you know. I don't want to go out that way. He had been known not to show up at gigs, you know. And then he'd come in late and blow his ass off. So you didn't, you know. I mean, there were so many Charlie Parker disciples, it was unbelievable. That's why so many of them got hooked on heroin, because they thought that's what you had to do to play like Bird or to know that music. I believe. Mm-hmm. And then they found out differently. No, that doesn't work. All I got was a habit, you know. Mm-hmm. But then you had somebody like Dizzy, who was the other partner, who was very straight and was still here to keep them. You know, I mean, Bird can leave the message. That doesn't mean it's going to continue if he's not here to keep it going by playing it. Mm-hmm. Then you have Dizzy, who was still here to play the music to keep it alive, you know. I'm just talking about somebody that was unique as a Charlie Parker, mm-hmm. you know, that I have to think or feel that he wasn't supposed to be here that long. I went to Bird's funeral. He looked like he was in his 60s and he was only 34 years old. You never would have known Bird was that age. I mean, he did look like he was in his 60s when he died. And when he was still alive. He was so, in so many ways, beyond his years. You know, I always had a couch for Bird. You know, I always had a couch. And the artist next door had a couch. We always had a place for Bird, you know, when he couldn't or didn't feel he wanted to go home. So he would stay. He would stay over and he would just rest for a few hours and then he'd get up and leave. It was just a place for him to stay. You know, there was no romance going on with Bird. Was like my big brother. He never came on to me, never said anything out of the way. He was always treated me like a little sister. You know, it was just a place for him to stay. He knew he could come there at any time and be safe. But he would. There were a few of us that did that for Bird because we loved Bird.